Click on this subscribe button to watch more videos on my YouTube channel. To get latest notifications and updates about my videos, click on this bell icon. Hi friends, in this video I'm going to explain about the block editing and how to rename the blocks and how to explode the blocks. In this tutorial you can observe these three methods. First, go into the Auto-Cad software and select the new file and select it to metric, and one of the new file will observe on the screen. I will explain you for some of the examples. I will explain this tutorial. First, you should watch the previous tutorial before continue this tutorial. First, watch the previous tutorial. Already explained the create blocks and some of the methods I will already explained in my previous tutorial. For example, I am drawing the one of the rectangle like this. How to insert the block and how to create the block I explained in my previous tutorials. After one of the two rectangles create like this, I want to create this two block. Go on to the create or go on to the command line, B enter. The one dialog box will appear. So I am giving the name of, I consider the name as 1 and pick the point anywhere and select the objects and click on enter. One of the dialog box will appear, convert to block, and I want to give the allow exploding. Already explained the scale and the create. I want to give the allow exploding. I want to explode this block. Already explained the scale uniformly in my previous tutorial. I want to explain the exploding. You want to explode the object before creating the block. You check the mark allow exploding, then only it explodes. If you uncheck the mark, the explode will not possible. And go on to the insert C. I'm inserting the block into the, and go on to the X, enter, explode. After selecting the objects and click on enter, see this is exploded to 2 and divided. The two rectangles are divided. Before it is in the command, it is divided into two parts. See, this is the before you created block, and the insert block already is there. You want to perform this block to explode. The explode command is helpful to explode the blocks and explode. Select objects like this. You can select any of the object. Before creating the blocks, you should allow the exploding before creating any of the blocks, then only it possible. Check the mark is explode or not, then go on to the block editor. I want to edit this block and go on to the block editor. The command line is BE enter. The block editor is there, and go on to the command line. I'm going to BE enter. See the BE edit and select the current drawing. I'm selecting the one already name as 1 and click on OK. It's automatically redirects to the block editor block. In the block editor, so many features are available. You can different types of palettes are there. The parameters, actions, and the parametric sets and constraints. If you select the ordering palettes, if you have the ordering palettes, click on this hide show, then it will hide, and click on to the, then see, go on to the edit block and the save block, and the text block is there, and auto constrain. I will explain all these types, and go on to the linear. You want to change the dimensions, go on to the linear and select the two endpoints. The dimension, exact dimension will appear. So I want to change the dimensions to 85.05. I want to give the 88 mm. All distance are in mm. Then only I show on the before. This file is in metric option. Then like this, you can give the linear options. You want to give the aligned also. Some of the features are available. Dimension toolbar, different types of tools are available. You want to check the angle and select the angle. You want to see this is the D1, and before is D1, this is D2, this is 90 mm and the 88 mm, and go on to the diameter and the radius. It is possible for the circular objects. You want to check the, like, you can also develop the in-circle object. In my previous tutorial already explained. And angle 93 degree. I want to change the 95 degrees. See, this looks like this. You want to undo the any operation, click on the Control Z, then undo the operations is possible, and the angle is 93 degree. Keep it as constant like this. I want to save the block. You want to save the block on the last, the close block editor is there. You can observe on the top on the left side, the close block editor is there. Go on to the close block editor and click on the close block editor option, and it asks the save changes and exit the block editor. Exit block reference will be updated, and click on the save changes, and see the block is changed. And go on to the insert. See, you can observe the block what you named on before. One is changed the dimensions as per the requirement. You can change the dimensions by using the block editor. I will explain also the attributes in my next tutorial. And go on to the block editor again, BA enter. I will show the some of the features, and go on to the OK, and see the parameters. I want to closing like this, and go on to the auto constraint and some other constraint. Want to constraint is to parallel and like this. This is possible. Go on to the select the two lines. See, the parallel lines are showing like this. You want to give the perpendicular. See, if it is perpendicular, it is perpendicular. If not the perpendicular, it will changes the all of the object also. See, the object is changed to perpendicular. The dimensions, the angle is, the object is somewhat rotated like this. You can, by using the geometric constraints, you can observe the different types of, by using the auto constraint, you observe that all of the constraints are auto constrained, automatically constrained. By using the auto constraint, you want to delete the individual constraint. Simply on the below the cross icon is there, simply click on the cross icon. The all of the constraints will delete like this. You can observe different types of show hide option is there on the geometric toolbar. You want to hide all, the hide option will also available. And go on to the dimensional constraint, and different types of dimensions are there. And the block table, you want to create the block table also, it is possible. And the delete constraint, the construction geometry constraint sets also there. The parametrics manager, you want to change the parameters individually on the parametrics manager. That one of the dialog box will appears on the palette will appears. On that you can change the dimensions in this also. Simply double click on any of the dimension, you can give the dimension, then the dimension changes automatically. It shows the value and the expression, and click on the expression on the double click. You want to give the 95 diameter also, you can change the dimensions by using the palettes. And these are the different types of points and the linears. You want to give the base point like this. See, the base point is created. You want to move the object. The action parameters are very helpful too. I will explain the attribute definitions in my next tutorial. This is the model of the drawing. To edit the block and go on to the close block editor, you want to save changes. Again it asks the block definition, and go on to the save changes and click on OK. After go on to the insert, you can observe on the screen the block is changed. What you observed on the previous, it is not there. All the dimensions are changed as compared with the both, and it is named as how to rename the block. I will explain in this tutorial also how to rename the. Go on to the command line and type the rename and click on enter. After rename, it one of the dialog box will appear, so named objects, and go on to the blocks and select the one. This is the name you given before. This is the whole name. See, on the below it is showing the whole name. What you want the rename to object also it is asking, and go on to the block and specify the new name for this item. I am giving the rectangle block like this, and click on OK. You want to cancel this, you can also cancel this. You want to click on OK. Then see, the block is changed to the rectangle block. The name is changed. You want to rename again, I will show you. Rename again this block. Go on to the block, the rectangle block, select the rectangle block old name and give the block to rectangle. I am adding the S, rectangle blocks, and click on OK. After the dialog box, click on OK. Then the block is changed to rectangle blocks like this. These methods are very helpful to create the blocks and edit the blocks. You can also observe my previous tutorials, create blocks, insert blocks and scale blocks. It will help you before you continue this drawing.